Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mike. It's a beautiful Saratoga day, as you see behind me. So it's a good day to do something inside. I'm going to be featuring Michael Myers Animatronics on today's episode. So we're going to start out with looking at the box here. The box is in somewhat decent condition. This was a Spirit Halloween exclusive. I refer to this as the Nicolas Cage Michael Myers because when you see his mask on, you'll know what I'm talking about. Price point for this originally was $259. I will be listing, there's a little bit of the Nicolas Cage resemblance. You can see there what I'm talking about. One thing I did when I had this displayed on my house was I put a mask over this and it improved the experience. So I will be listing this onto eBay here shortly. From far away it doesn't look too bad, but the closer you get to it, the worse it looks. Like right now, it almost, in this light, it looks almost movie accurate to H2O. The closer you get to the details, the worse looking it becomes. Closing the garage door down because I don't want to disturb the neighbors. Then I'll turn this on. I'm going to plug it in back here in the plug. And we'll see if it'll work. I tried a bunch of different cords earlier and it didn't work, so he might be dead. This is the right cord. There's no reason he shouldn't be working.
Michael Myers is fucking dead!
So unfortunately, this Michael Myers is
D-E-A-D!
And I'll be listing him on eBay regardless in this as-is condition. Yeah, it would have been nice to have him work for the video, but it just wasn't meant to be. So this guy will be thrown on eBay. I'll get a price and shipping up on him. He'll just be sold as a display piece, unfortunately, in not working condition. I don't know what the problem is. He was never used. He was never turned on, and it's just, I guess, a bad one that I got at Spirit. So that's unfortunate. Would have liked to have seen this guy in action, but just wasn't meant to be. We're gonna head on to the next animatronic, which is gonna be the 2010 Spirit Michael Myers. Our next animatronic I'll be featuring today is a Spirit Halloween. This was a H2O 2010 release. It was a Spirit Halloween exclusive. However, I was not crazy about the look of the mask, so I put on a Halloween 6 mask from Trick or Treat Studios. And in my opinion, he looks way better. I'm gonna take that mask off and we'll plug him in and check him out. This guy's been with me since 2010. Not crazy about the mask that he has on.
I don't like that face! You need to change it quick.
So there's the mask that they put on him. A little goofy looking in my opinion. Times were different back then. Stuff wasn't as screen accurate. It's not terrible. Well, actually it is terrible. It's pretty terrible. Yeah, it looks horrible. It's not anywhere near H2O or any other Halloween movie that I've ever seen. Pretty horrible looking face. But this guy's been through it with me. We had a fire in our apartment complex, not in our unit, but we were affected by the fire that we lived at. So he went through that with me. Fireman came into our particular unit. He was knocked over. His head fell off. So this guy's been through a lot. Let's find the plug that belongs to him. We're also gonna take a top to bottom look at him while I have him plugged in. So I have honestly never tried this. I might have tried it when I bought it. That might have been the only time. Got him plugged in. Gonna turn the switch on. It does work. This is the Spirit 2010 H2O Michael Myers. He stands as tall as I am, so he's about 6'3". Overall, a great piece for the collection. The only one complaint is the face. They did him no justice with this mask. We're gonna move on to a more screen accurate, the most screen accurate actually, animatronic that I own. All right, before we head off to our next animatronic, I'm gonna show you guys this Jason one that I got. This is not the mask that it came with either. And so it's one thing I like to do. If I'm not a fan of the mask, I like to find a suitable replacement for the mask to make it look a little bit more screen accurate. Because if it's gonna be a big figure, a big display, like these animatronic guys, why not have them look a little nicer than the masks or the heads that they came with? And we're passing by my little bit of a collection here. I don't have a whole lot of it out. This is more of the Halloween collection in the cut through to the other room that I have set up here. Don't have a whole lot of it out, but then it does continue as you walk into this room. This is where most of the collection is at. So this is our next animatronic I'm gonna feature. This is the Trick or Treat Studios Halloween 2 animatronic, and this guy is incredibly old. He came out around the time that this mask was released from Trick or Treat Studios, which was roughly 2012. I picked him up in Hollywood. Picked him up at, there's just a random Hollywood costume shop on Hollywood Boulevard. I was in town for the Halloween 35 Years of Terror convention. I saw this guy. I saw how incredibly detailed that this guy is. Everything from the bullet holes from Halloween 2, the screen accuracy, and I love attention to detail. Anything that's attention to detail, I become a fan of. There's another bullet hole in his arm. I believe he was $600. They got the needle wound in his neck there. Really good looking fake eyes. He is a little worse for wear, condition wise. His hair is falling out, and I attribute this to having spent a lot of summers with me in Saratoga. And if you guys know Saratoga, California, you'll know that it's a beautiful place to live, but it gets extremely hot in the summertime. And he hasn't always escaped. We haven't always had a place that has had air conditioning, and due to that fact, his latex is rotting. Too much heat. I try to keep him out of the sun, but it gets so hot sometimes in the summertime. We average a lot of 100-degree days in Saratoga, so it doesn't always work in the favor of collectibles. It's a really cool collectible. They did a great job in sculpting him. So his legs come apart right about here. This is where the legs pop out. But this is the 2000 and I believe 12 or 13. I got him in 2013. Halloween 2, Trick or Treat Studios, Michael Myers. And that's gonna wrap up the 3 animatronics that I'm featuring on today's video. Give you guys a little sneak peek. That's coming up. My most collectible piece. I'm giving you guys a sneak peek of one of my future videos right here. This is my most collectible and my most rare thing that I own within this bag. Anybody know what it is? Take a guess. See if anybody gets it right. I probably own the only one left in existence that I'm aware of anyway. I check eBay pretty frequently, and I think I've seen one on eBay in the 20 years that I've been a member of eBay. Anyway, I want to wrap this video up. This has been the Halloween Animatronics episode. I will see you guys next time. I'll take a really quick second here and tell everybody that I do have an eBay store. I'm selling a good amount of my collection right now. You can check out the link. It is on the screen, and that will be shipped personally from me.